guys, welcome back to a brand new module all about taxes and tax planning, the most exciting topic and beloved topic, I'm sure, in this entire course. I just want to say a few words before we actually jump into the content. Now, the way that I've structured this module, this is not intended to be a full college level accounting course. I'm not going to dive into the nitty-gritty details of every single aspect of the tax code or anything like that. That stuff is extremely complex, and really you don't need to know it all, okay? If your situation becomes complex to the point where you're getting out of your depth, that's a good signal that you just need to hire a tax professional to take care of it for you. That's what they went to school for. That's what they do for a living. So they are well worth the money. Pay them their money and let them take care of your complicated tax situation, all right? So that's what this module is not. It is not an exhaustive accounting course. What it is I want to explain taxes on a broad level and help you understand how the system works, how things are calculated, what deductions there are, what credits there are, what are some things that you need to be thinking of that are extremely relevant to you, and then talk about different strategies for different tax strategies you can use for planning. So a lot of this stuff is just, you have to have a basic understanding to be able to even know where to go, or else it just is overwhelming and there's so much. I even get confused all the time. I mean, there's just so much in the tax code. So I want to give you what's relevant to you right now, so you have a base level understanding, but always work with a tax professional. Sometimes TurboTax is just not worth it, okay? Or H&R Block or whatever you use. Sometimes it just makes sense to go hire an accountant and pay a couple $100s to have them do it the right way, especially as your situation gets more complicated. So that all being said, consult a tax advisor or a tax professional if you have specific questions. I'm not a tax advisor, okay? I do planning for my clients around taxes, but I work in conjunction with their accountants or CPAs to make sure that we have all of our T's crossed and our I's dotted. And I'm especially not your tax advisor, okay? So nothing in here is tax advice or anything like that. I want to get that out of the way, but I want to make sure you have a base understanding so that as you have very specific questions, then you can go to a tax professional and feel like you actually have an idea of what you're talking about or an idea of what you would like to happen. And so you can kind of plan for this in advance. All right, so without further ado, let's dive into the content.
Let's keep building the foundation for smarter financial decisions.